You are the dealer principal, or the CEO, GM service, or the head of marketing. Every month, you roll out one of these marketing campaigns to drive revenue. You send bulk WhatsApp messages to your customers to pitch the new car exchange program for a festival offer or year-end liquidation. Or you're allocating telecalling data for paid service appointments or insurance renewal reminders. You're sending RCS messages to Upsell Extended Warranty. To generate leads for Body Shop, you reach out to customers based on active insurance policy and claim history. You have a base of loyal customers, and you'd like to position AMC or maintenance packages for them. And there's Deferred Jobs, reminding customers about the jobs and parts they missed in their last paid service. Now, for any of these campaigns, you have tons of customer data sitting in your dealer management system. But here's what actually happens. Most of these campaigns get fired at your entire customer base. Same message, same offer, same list, whether the customer is active or inactive. That has not visited your workshops in last 5 years. So the real question isn't whether you have the data. The real question is, how do you extract the super high probability customers from that same DMS? Let's discuss some real examples.
Consider that you are the head of sales, general manager, or vice president of sales. Let's say you want to run an exchange program, maybe to liquidate December inventory or for Navratri, Diwali, or another festive offer. Normally, you'd send this offer to your entire database. Half of them haven't visited your workshop in years. Some have already sold the car. Most won't even open the message. Instead, what if you could build a super focused list of your best fit customers in just a few clicks? You log into a system like this. As you see, your total customer database of 10 years is about 13 lakhs. First filter. You select customers who bought the car from your showroom more than 5 years ago. Let's say vehicles sold between 2019 and 2022. Second filter. The Odometer Reading. You filter customers whose last service record crossed 50,000 kilometers. Third filter. Customers who have been regular for paid service at your workshops in the last 3 to 5 years. Fourth filter. Customers with a strong post-service feedback score. Those who gave you a 9 or a 10. In a few seconds, you have a hyper-qualified list for your new car exchange program. Now let's go one step further. Let's say you've already applied all these filters: aging, odometer, service history, PSF score, warranty status. And you want to do model-level marketing. You have a special offer on the Franx, Brezza, or Grand Vitara. You want to position the Grand Vitara to customers who currently own a Swift, Baleno, or Celerio. Your assumption: a hatchback customer of Celerio or Baleno will appreciate the ground clearance and road presence of the Vitara. Just click the models in this drop-down and get the data of your exact target audience. Now your sales team calls only these focused customers with one specific offer, not a random blast to your entire database. These are customers who already trust you, who are maintaining their vehicle with you. They are the most likely to say yes to an upgrade, an exchange, insurance, accessories, or an extended warranty. That is a far better use of your marketing budget than generic bulk invites blasted to your entire database. That's sales. Now, if you're the GM of service or the head of after sales, here's where you make your money.
Let's take a real example for after sales GM/head of service. It's the first week of July. You ask your MIS team, what's our service revenue projection for July and for Q2? Your MIS team has two options. Option 1, they pull out a quick service due data from the DMS, which is definitely not your full revenue potential. Option 2, they get you the actual revenue forecast by pulling reports from the DMS. Sales history, service history, insurance data, warranty, body shop, parts, loyalty data, etc. etc. For example, if you have 5 workshops and 4 showrooms, at least 20 Excel sheets need to be compiled for the last 36 months. Then your MIS team removes duplicates, checks last visit dates, sale date, odometer reading, PMS count, vehicle aging, workshop mapping, advisor mapping. They might also consider the forecast from the DMS. And finally, they derive the actual revenue projection for paid service. This exercise takes hours, sometimes days. What if this data was available to you at just the click of a button? A system like this, where you select the forecasted service due date, you select customers due in July, you also include customers who were due in the last 6 months but haven't visited yet. You filter paid service. Now, when you apply all these filters, you get the true potential data for paid service. In this example, we have 2,43,000 customer vehicles. Question is, how many of these 2.4 lakh customers are actually valuable for your dealership today? Hot customers. They're super active. They visited your workshop in the last 15 months. These 40,000 customers have the maximum potential to give you paid service revenue. This base should be assigned to your best telecalling team. Warm customers. They're starting to drift away. They need a gentle reminder and a relevant offer, ideally through a mix of a call plus a WhatsApp follow-up. Dormant customers. Not reported at any of your outlets in the last 24 to 36 months. They need reactivation. They respond better to WhatsApp, voice AI, RCS, or email, not a phone call. Lost customers. They haven't given you any business in the last 3 years. 50% of the customer vehicles in this sample data is lost. Assigning this data to your telecallers should be strictly avoided. Now, how is this segmentation useful? Let's say you have only 10 telecallers. This platform gives your 10 telecallers the best 1,500 customers each. Customers who are actually due, actually reachable, recent, and valuable. That is how you improve results for paid service without hiring a single extra person. Now let's take this example a little further. What happens when you integrate this with call center activities? You want to know, what's the status of your hot customers? Only 90% of hot customer data is allocated to telecallers, which means there's a data allocation problem. 10% of the data, 6,000 customers, are still not assigned to the telecalling team. Now check this attempt column. If customers who were due for service in the last 6 months have still not been reached out to, that's a team execution problem. So over here, we're not just showing you numbers. We're showing you exactly where the leakage is happening, so you know exactly what to fix.
Now here's a second revenue lever sitting quietly inside your service data. Deferred jobs. Every time a customer skips a recommended job or part in their last visit, that's revenue left on the table. Filter customers who had a deferred job or part worth more than, say, 2,000 rupees in their last visit. Filter those who haven't been back in the last 2 months. Now your service advisor isn't making a cold call. He's making a warm, specific reminder. Sir, last time we had flagged your brake pads. Would you like to get that done this visit? That one line converts far better than, please come for your service. Now, whether it's sales chasing an exchange list or service chasing paid service and deferred job revenue, there's a bigger problem heading towards all of you. The Digital Personal Data Protection Act, DPDPA, is changing how you're allowed to use your customer data. Many OEMs have already started masking phone numbers and contact details inside the DMS. Which means, if you don't have an independent, compliant customer data repository of your own, your marketing will simply stop working. Not because your team is bad, but because you won't have access to your own customer data anymore. This is exactly the problem we are solving with BI-Sherpa. Think of BI-Sherpa as your Sherpa. Up this mountain of data you already have, but can't use. Giving you a compliant data intelligence and planning system, built specifically for automotive dealers. We do not replace your DMS. We do not create friction with your CRM. What we do is different. We take your sales, service, insurance, warranty, and campaign data from every workshop, every showroom, and we clean it, standardize it, segment it, and turn it into one simple, decision-ready dashboard. One page, one click, 10 years of history.
Now, if insurance renewals sit with you, here's a quick example. In this sample dealership data, only about 20% of the customer base shows active insurance with them. That means a large part of the base, 80%, is either insured elsewhere or previously insured with a lapsed policy. With BI-Sherpa, you filter the insurance opportunity step by step. First, filter by vehicle age. Second, filter by last service date. Third, filter by active insurance status and renewal month. Fourth, filter by workshop, RM, and customer segment. So your insurance team isn't chasing cold, random data. They're chasing the right customer at the right time in the right renewal month.
Now let's talk about your most loyal customers. We'll look at visit frequency. A customer who visits you regularly for PMS is not just a service customer. That customer is loyal. First, filter customers who've done paid service every year for the last 3 years. Second, filter those whose AMC is expired or expiring in the next 60 days. And a loyal customer is your best target audience for AMC plans or SOT upsell, maintenance packages, extended warranty, accessories, insurance renewal, exchange, and even referrals. So whether you're sales chasing an exchange, service chasing revenue, insurance chasing renewals, or marketing deciding where the budget goes, it's the same database, just pointed at a different goal. This single platform supports all your marketing efforts: paid service campaigns, free service follow-up, body shop marketing, insurance renewal, extended warranty upsell, maintenance package and AMC campaigns, deferred job reminders, exchange mailer campaigns, used car sourcing, dormant customer reactivation, lost customer win-back, RM-wise accountability, workshop-wise planning, and dealer group level business reviews across every showroom and workshop you run. One dashboard, every use case.
One last important point. Customer data is becoming more sensitive and more regulated every year. So BI-Sherpa is built with role-based access, purpose-based campaign exports, masked downloads where needed, consent status tracking, audit logs, and controlled data refresh. This doesn't remove your responsibility as a dealer, but it gives you a far more disciplined and defensible way to manage your customer data. So how do you get started? We sign an NDA and a definite agreement for data ownership and privacy. You own your customer data. Your MIS or EDP team simply shares the standard extracts from your DMS. Sales and service history, Our systems are configured to match the database and report structures of all OEMs. Then, insurance history, warranty data, body shop history, and if available, parts data, loyalty, SOT, call center data, and deferred job data. We do the rest. We clean the data, we standardize the fields, we build your segmentation engine, and we give you a live working dashboard for 60 full days. During those 60 days, your team runs real campaigns and sees real results. Not a demo, the real thing. The pricing is simple, no surprises. One-time platform setup, 45,000 rupees, plus 2,500 rupees per outlet. That's it. No monthly fee, no annual fee, no recurring charges, unless you specifically want ongoing data refresh, campaign execution support, voice AI, or WhatsApp outreach. Those are available separately only if you need them. To get started, connect with AUTOSherpa or scan the QR code on your screen to speak directly with us.